everybody, and welcome to the Quiet Bookworm Plays with Yarn podcast. I'm Hannah, and I'm a Jersey girl studying at the University of Liverpool. Welcome back, guys. It's been a while. Again, no excuses other than I really only had one project to show you, and it was just a whip, so I didn't really have much to say. Didn't want to give you guys just a 5-minute video, and just wanted to wait another week so that I would have some more knitting done. I will start with a finished object because I do technically have a finished object. It is another one of the leaf coasters. It's in this dark blue colorway. The yarn is organic produced yarn from I'm going to butcher the name. It's Sostrengren. It is a kind of like IKEA, but not really. I don't know how to describe the store. It's a very interesting store, and I really like it. But they have a bunch of cotton yarns, and so this is the 100% cotton. Different color than this, but it's the same one. So the 100% cotton. And it is organically produced, which is a plus in my book. So yeah, and the pattern is it's called Leaf Coasters. And I found it's a free pattern on Ravelry. So I just got one more done. And I'm hoping I need to get the ends woven in today or tomorrow. So I've got 3 now because I have guests coming over and I want to make sure I have coasters for them. I feel like I did this one much bigger. I think my tension was much looser when I did this one because my hands were really cold. I was working on it when I was on the move this week, and so it's a little bit bigger, but not too much. I really like them. It's a super, super easy pattern. I can do, I think I can get one done in an hour. Probably even less if I actually just sat down and did it and not looked at, did other things on the computer. So, got 3 now. Woo! And that will lead me into my first whip. I am working on the 4th one in this color. I'm halfway through, so I will get that done as well pretty soon. I had some major yarn barf. That's one thing that I don't like about these skeins. I don't know. I think it's just kind of a thing with cotton yarn. It's kind of yarn barfy. So when I was trying to get the end from the middle, it just kind of yarn barfed. But yeah, I'm using a size E. Sorry, I'm looking at my needles over here. I'm using a size E hook for it. It's just a cheap Susan Boy one that I got when I first started crocheting. I don't have that many fancy crochet needles. I only have 2 fancy ones. Mostly because I moved from crochet to knitting, and I do more knitting than I do crochet, so I don't spend as much on my tools for crochet. If I do choose, I do prefer the rosewood crochet hooks. They feel really nice, but I don't have one in the size that I needed, so just using the $1 one that I bought at Walmart. The next whip is one that you are probably all very sick of by now. It is my I am Groot Cardigan from the Cardigans of the Galaxy pattern collection by Mary Annarella. And I know I forgot to move my stitch from my progress keeper. So this includes like 3 weeks of work. I did not do all of this in 2 weeks. I think I did maybe about that much in the last 2 weeks. Maybe. But I forgot to move this after I finished. I'm going to move it now so I don't forget. But I did forget last time. What's to say about this? The yarn is Blue Sky Fibers in the October Sky colorway in the, I think it's called Woolstock, which is their worsted weight yarn. It's 100% wool. I think it's Peruvian Highland wool. It just says Highland, but I think it's from Peru, so I'm going with Peruvian Highland wool, because when I hear Highland wool, I think Scotland. I point up because Scotland is up from Liverpool. It's coming along. It's like at / past my hips. And I'm almost done with the hip increases. And then it's just keep on knitting until I do the rib, and then I have to do the button band. Still don't have buttons. I really want to have this done for Edinburgh Yarn Festival, but I don't know if that's going to be possible, because I hit that snag a while ago. It kind of threw me, because I hit that snag 2 weeks ago where I couldn't figure out the hip increases until I got some help from my knit group, which luckily was only like 2 days, but it was still, it still put enough of like a into my rhythm that I've really only been doing a row or 2 a day instead of just doing an hour or 2 of work on it. So my mojo on it is starting to flag, which is why I haven't started another project, because I know if I start another project, I will get completely distracted and this will end up being a UFO probably. And I don't want that. That's why I'm allowing myself to work on these, because they're super quick and easy and I can do them and then get back to this. But my mojo is, I felt it flagging today. Even though I did quite a few rows today before I started filming, it was quite a slog. It was like, oh, more of this. Okay, let's just keep going. I don't know why I chose such a large cardigan for my first cardigan, but that's kind of how I roll with these kinds of things. I don't like just dipping my toes in the kiddie pool and learning how to swim. I just like jumping in fully clothed and floundering until I figure out how to float. I'm an ex-swimmer. That I use swimming as my metaphor for this, but I think that's, like, for me, that's the best way to learn, I think, is just jumping in and learning it instead of taking it easy. So yeah, I am enjoying it. I do enjoy it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it. I want it finished. I want to wear it, and I'm looking at how much time we have until Edinburgh, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna get this done. So but yeah, I might wear it completely unblocked without buttons at Edinburgh. I am blue on blue today. I'm gonna take a quick tea break if I can reach. I got a new mug. I love it. I love Eeyore. And this is really, really good, amazing tea from Seville. I don't know what it's called though, so I just know it's like black tea with caramel and vanilla. And it's still really hot. My bedside table is too far, but I'll spill it all over my bed if I don't leave it over there. But yeah, I think it works as a nice little vest. I could just leave it like this. I'm finished on the needles. Nah, I'll finish it. I'll get it done. I want something nice and warm and cozy. It's been so cold here. Like, stupid, stupid cold. We had, as they are calling it, the beast from the east come. And we've had snow. And, yeah, it's March. And it was snowing in March, which for some places is normal, completely normal, but I don't think that's normal for here, and I'm not used to that. So, lots of snow, lots of warm knitting times, but that is all I have for this week in terms of knitting, knitting and crochet. So I'm going to do a little talk about Edinburgh, or hopeful plans for Edinburgh. Everyone's talking about like how they plan to go and buy their yarn, and if they're going with ideas of what they want in mind and stuff like that. I'm kind of doing both. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I have to get yarn for these projects and that's it. I am going to have in mind that I want to get a couple sweater quantities. It'll probably just be one sweater quantity, maybe two if I can get some in like the Jameson and Smith's or Jameson's Spindrift for some color work. But I'm gonna go just kind of with a budget. I haven't set the budget because I don't know how much I'm gonna have. But just kind of with a budget and try not to go over that. And I know I'm gonna get some minis. I know I want to get another project bag because that's something I didn't talk about, is the project bags that everything lives in. So my coasters are living in my Down Sheepy Lane project bag that I love. And my cardigan is living in my British Museum tote bag. Nothing special, just tote bag. It's really quite dirty. So another project bag. Hopefully it's something that's kind of a bit either medium or like large sweater size ones. Yeah, I'm just excited to go and see everyone and chat with people. And it'll be my first time to Edinburgh, so I'm excited for that. I love to travel, and so seeing a new city will be really nice. I've not really gone and seen that many new cities in a while, so I am excited for a new place, new exploration. I already have some plans with people to check out some tea shops, to check out just a couple of pubs probably, just chilling about. What else? I went to Conway the other day, which was it was like the coldest day too. It was in the negatives, Celsius at least, negative Celsius, not Fahrenheit, which totally throws me off because I'm like, when I hear -1, I'm like, that is ridiculous. And no. But we went to Conway and to Clondino, I can't pronounce it, Clondino, in Wales, just for a day excursion. And it was absolutely freezing, but it was so pretty, and it was nice to go where there wasn't going to be so many like too many people about, because it was cold and they're beachside towns, so people usually go in the summer. Um, Books that I am reading, I've actually read quite a few books. I finished the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Thank you, Kristen of Volenvine and Yarngasm Podcast, for finally getting me to read those books. They've been on my list for a while. I remember when they first started coming out, and I said I wanted to read them and then never did, and Kristen was talking about them, and so I just took the plunge and started reading them, and I finished the last two books in, I think, 4 days. Not even. It was probably like 3, but I had work in school, so I had to take breaks from it because of that. And I am now working on the third Terry Pratchett book called Equal Rights. I know, even Terry Pratchett himself told us not to read them in chronological published order, but that's how I read things. I will get too confused on where everything is, and so I'm just going to read it like that, and I'm fine. I've enjoyed the first 3 so far. I've not found, I know that they're not his best works. Apparently it was when he was first trying to figure out Discworld, and so even he said they weren't his best work, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. They make me laugh, so I will be working on those. And I still have not finished Oathbringer. I know. I need to do that because all the spoilers are coming out, and I need to I've been avoiding them, so I will get around to that eventually. And that's it for Talk Story, I guess. That's it for this episode. Not a whole lot, but that's just kind of how I'm a slow knitter. I always have been. I don't really get projects done very quickly. Just that's how I knit. I slow crafter, but I'm okay with that, and it just means that I will have short episodes, which I think is kind of nice, because I know some people have to watch the long episodes in chunks just because they don't have enough time. And so my videos will be nice, short, and sweet. And that is all. So have a good weekend. Enjoy knitting.